Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. In today's video, you guys already know what time it is. We are going to check out the two brand new characters coming to Tower of God New World, Data Uric Mazino and Ron May. Now, I'm really excited for these two characters, especially Data Uric Mazino, because we only have one yellow element tank in the game, which is Rack, and Data Uric Mazino, he is a yellow tank unit. So this is going to be a huge game changer for yellow element in Tower of God New World. So let's go ahead and watch his intro. But before I get started, make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and also turn post notification bells so that you guys can always stay tuned as to not post new videos. I'd really appreciate it. And if you guys are new here on the channel, I have a Discord server. So if you guys are interested, you can join the server by going to my channel description. You see the server link there. And I'll also post a server link in the comment section down below. But anyways, let's not waste any time. Let's hop right into the video. And I'm not gonna lie, man, this guy's drip is absolutely insane. Like, Mazino's drip in this game is just mind-blowing. All right, let's go ahead and watch his trailer. So let's see what we got. All right, here we go. Data Uric Mazino. So he's going to be a yellow element fisherman. So that's what he's going to be. All right. So first things first, we have auto attack Data Uric Mazino basic attack. His passive skill, bugged character. So his passive skill is going to have a skill cooldown decrease, and it's also going to have a defense buff. So I'm pretty sure the fact that it says skill cooldown, his passive is going to shorten the cooldown of his skills, and the defense buff is basically going to increase his defense. All right. And then for his active skill 1, he has unstable skill. It has knockback and physical resistance buff. So this skill right here, when you fight against Data Uric Mazino in mock battle, he always uses this skill where he will basically push your whole team back, and then he's going to put his shield on. So it seems like his kit is somewhat similar to his boss kit, but I don't think it's going to be 100% the same. I don't know, but this is literally his, like, the same thing as his kit in mock battle. So this knockback, yeah. And then we have active skill 2, which is one finger attack. It's AoE, so this is going to be an AoE attack. It's going to be knockdown, so he's going to knock the enemy down, and it's going to have constant AoE. So that's his active skill 2. So the fact that it says AoE attacks is going to be a series of attacks, and it's going to have constant AoE damage as well. So that's what it looks like. So he basically does it like 3 times. And then, yeah, his special skill, you guys already know this special skill. It's in mock battle. You guys already know what this skill is. He just does like a bunch of attacks, and then you'll see error all over the screen. It's really cool. So it's going to be AoE attacks. It's going to have error signs. It's going to have barrier, and then it's going to have temporary invincibility. So when he does his special skill, he's going to be invincible when he does his special skill. And I'm pretty sure barrier. Now for barrier, he's probably going to apply to himself, because when you fight against him in mock battle, he can apply the barrier to himself. But the thing is, he's the only person you're fighting up against, so I don't know if he can apply this barrier to your whole team. I don't know, but if he can apply it to your whole team, that would be pretty dope. But if he can apply it to himself, his barrier is actually cracked. So he can apply barrier. He has AoE attacks and error signs. Error signs, I don't really know what the error signs can do, but the fact that it says error signs, I'm pretty sure the error signs, it can probably place like a debuff on your team. Who knows? But these error signs is probably going to mean something when we can basically play as him in the game. So that's what his special skill looks like. And then I'm pretty sure this is animation. Yo, his animation is actually really cool. Yeah, this character is really, really sick. So that is pretty much Data Uric Mazino. Ron May, I'm not gonna lie, she looks really dope. And she is going to be a red element, so we haven't had a red element character in a long time, and she's going to be a support unit. So I knew it, man. I knew she was going to be a support unit. A lot of people were saying that she was going to be a damage dealing unit, but looking at her kit, it seems like she's going to be a major support unit. And let's go ahead and check it out. So I'm gonna go up here and let's see what we have in store. So Ron May, all right, she's going to be a light bearer. So her light bearer is almost similar to Gia. So for her auto attack is going to be Ron May basic attack, and for her passive skill is going to have divine intervention. She has ally HP recovery, stun immunity, and she also has counter. Now, ally HP recovery, it seems like for the ally HP recovery, it's probably going to be single target, who knows, but it's not really specific whether it's going to be AoE or single target, we don't know. But the stun immunity is actually really good. That's really good in a matter of fact. And then counter. Now for counter, I don't know what the counter means. Like if she can apply this counter to herself, or can she apply this counter to the whole team? We don't know yet. And then on top of that, we don't know what this counter can do. We don't really know how this counter, like what's gonna happen if she places the counter on herself or the team. We don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna create a theory. I think when she places this counter on herself or the team, let's say the enemy is going to attack you. If the enemy is going to do a devastating blow or they're going to place a debuff on you, you can counter them. You can counter that debuff by simply attacking the enemy back by doing major damage. We don't know. I don't know how the counter is going to work, but the fact that it says counter, she's probably going to allow your teammates to counter the enemy and allow your teammates to do major damage when they counter the enemy. I don't know how it's going to work, but that's pretty much her passive skill. And then for her active skill 1, she's going to have a lighthouse summoning, and she's also going to have another ally HP recovery. So she has ally HP recovery for her passive and also her active skill 1. So this is what the HP recovery looks like. So as you guys can see, she healed up Verdi, but she didn't heal up Vespa. So it seems like the ally HP recovery is going to be single target instead of AoE, because she didn't give it to, wait, actually she gave it to Vespa as well. So it's single target, but at the same time it's rotating around the battlefield to your, basically to all your allies. So first this lighthouse, and went to Verdi first, and then it went to Ron May. So that's actually interesting. So she can basically heal herself as well, because as you guys can see, she put it to Verdi, she put it to herself, and then she put it to Vespa. That's actually pretty interesting. So it's not like a AoE healing, it's more of like a single target movable healing, where she can move this lighthouse around the battlefield and heal every single ally on the battlefield. That's actually pretty interesting. So that's her active skill 1, and it's called chain heal, so that actually makes sense. It's like a chain reaction. And then for her active skill 2, she has one shot. So it's going to be a random target attack, it's going to have random target attacks, and it's going to have knockdown. So this is what it looks like. So that's literally what it looks like. Now I'm pretty sure the fact that she's a support unit is probably not going to do a lot of damage. So I don't know, but I'll say the best part about this active skill 2 is of course the knockdown. Knockdown is really good because you can basically stun the enemy. Knockdown is basically a different version of stun. You knock the enemy down and they can't move, they can't even attack at all. So that's actually pretty good, but I'm pretty sure the damage is not going to be good. I mean, don't take this term seriously when it says one shot. Don't take it seriously. That's probably, you know, their exaggeration for the active skill name, but who knows? If she can actually do some nuclear damage with this active skill 2, that would be insane, but I doubt it. So that's her active skill 2. And next we have her special skill is going to be Heavenly Blessing. Now Heavenly Blessing is going to have barrier and also effect resistance buff. So this is what it looks like. So she's basically going to provide a huge barrier to your team. So as you guys can see, she was able to provide a barrier to Verdi and Vespa. So her special skill seems it seems like a game changer, because if she can provide a barrier to your whole team, imagine how tanky your team would be if you were to use, let's say, Uric Mazino, Flight Uric Mazino, because Flight Uric Mazino, he can provide barrier to your entire team. And then on top of that, you have Ron May, who's also providing another barrier to your whole team as well. So this barrier looks pretty solid, and the fact that it says effect resistance buff, now this effect resistance buff can probably mean like she'll buff the chances, she'll basically reduce the chances your allies can receive a debuff from an enemy. Or let's say the team is trying to remove a buff from your allies, and when she does her special skill, they won't be able to remove that buff that your team has. I don't know, but her special skill seems really good. The fact that she's able to provide a huge amount of, like, she's able to provide an AoE barrier to your entire team, that's really solid overall. And keep in mind, she is a red element unit, And another unit that's almost similar to her is Hwarun. Hwarun, she can provide barrier, but Hwarun, she can only provide barrier to teammates who are around her. So maybe the same thing is going to happen to Ron May, where she can only provide this barrier to teammates who are around her. We don't know. But if she can provide like a team-wide barrier, that would be absolutely cracked. So far, her kit is looking really good. Now let's check out her special skill animation. So this is what it looks like. Okay, I actually like it. That looks really cool. All right, so that's pretty much the character introductions for Ron May and Uric Mazinol. Now, out of these two characters, I'm not gonna lie, I'm mostly excited for Data Uric Mazinol because, like I said, we only have one yellow tank unit, which is Rack. Because when I come back here to Pride Win and we click the characters right here, and then I click the tank category, you guys can see that we only have one yellow element tank unit, which is Rack. There's no other yellow element tank unit other than Rack, and Rack, he's not really good. So the fact that we have another yellow tank unit, which is going to be Data Uric Mazinol, if he is good, then this can actually buff yellow element as a whole, because the only thing that the yellow element was missing, the only thing that element was missing was a solid tank unit. That's the only thing we were missing. And the fact that Data Uric Mazinol, he is a yellow tank unit, I feel like yellow element unit is probably complete at this point, because you have Evan, who is a cracked healer for yellow element. You have Yiwa, who's an insane damage dealer. You have Bomb, who's an amazing support unit. And then you also have Uric Mazinol, who is going to be a tank unit for yellow element. So I'm mostly excited for Uric Mazinol, to be honest, because he could possibly be a game changer to yellow element overall. But I'm also excited for Ron May because she is another red element character, and we haven't had a red element character in a long time. So I'm really excited to see what's in store for us. Now, I'm not gonna lie, these past couple updates, we've had multiple healers and support units. These past couple updates, like we literally had Blanc a few updates ago. We also had Gusting, who is also a healing unit. We've had a lot of support and healing units these past updates. So the fact that she's a red element unit, really dope. But I want to see whether or not her barrier, her immunity to stun, and her effect resistance buff is actually worth it. So we're just gonna have to wait and see her full kit. But that's basically the overview of these two characters, and they seem pretty good so far. Like, they seem pretty good. So I'm definitely going to summon for Ron May. Now, like I said, I hope that she's going to be on the standard banner. If they make her like, you know, some type of exclusive character that has her own banner, that's gonna suck, but I doubt it. So I'm really excited for this character, and chances of us getting Uric Mazinol is really, it's possible, because I have over 400 summons. So there's going to be a huge chance of us getting that at Uric Mazinol for sure. So this character, really can't wait to get him. His drip, the dude has some clean drip, man. His drip looks really dope. So really excited for this update. But anyways, I'll be ending the video at that. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe, and put your thoughts down below in the comment section what you guys think overall. I want to see y'all's opinions. But anyways, I appreciate y'all for watching this video, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.